where the Tufts Jumbos will be taking on the Williams Ephs in the season opener for the Jumbos. First game of the season today after a cancellation on Wednesday. Williams' second game of the season had a 1-1 draw versus Hamilton on Wednesday. These are two clubs that come into this game and this season with high expectations. The Jumbos are number 17 in the national poll, and the Ephs are number 12. After last year's COVID-canceled season, there are a lot of players on both sides who have not played together, so we will see how everything goes. Brandon, can you give us some storylines for today's game?
Yeah, well, we're in for a real treat, Noah, as this one promises to be a great match. It'll be a tough opening matchup for the Jumbos as they face the team that eliminated them from the 2019 Division III tournament, the last game of soccer played by Tufts. Of course, both rosters look a little different from 2 years ago, with a lot of players playing today for the first time this season. But nonetheless, Tufts will be looking for some revenge against the Ephs, who opened the season on Wednesday night with a 1-1 draw at Hamilton, as you said, Noah. They outshot Hamilton 17-8 during the match and gave up an equalizer in the 89th minute in what came to be a disappointing draw against Hamilton in the opener.
Should be a good one. The ladies have taken the field, and we are looking to get going in the next few minutes.
You know, Noah, for Tufts, they're going to look to get their, try to get their feet wet early, as even the returning players haven't played a college match in almost 2 years. They outscored opponents 44-21 in 2019, despite being outshot per game 22-20 in those contests. In the 20 matchups they played, they posted 9 shutouts, including 4 in NESCAC games. And these stats show the importance of goalie Haley Bernstein's play as the last line of defense for the Jumbos. We'll see if she can pick up where she left off with a strong play 2 years ago. In 2019, they had 9 players, not including Bernstein, who appeared in all 20 games. 6 of them are back, as Tufts will focus on their veterans in this one.
That's a good point. Haley Bernstein in the net again today after starting every game her freshman year. Now a junior, big leaps for sure, as Williams is set to kick off. Number 23, Brianna Binder, kicks it back, and we're underway. Williams controls on their own end. The pass out wide. Plays it back to the defender. Left back plays there to the center back. Control number 12, Indira Thodile.
You know, no, you're going to see a lot of playing it back to the defense on both sides of the ball. They both present robust and competent defenses that are able to control the ball well, even in the presence of opposing players. Despite the out-of-bounds play there from Williams, look to see both teams play the ball back to their defense when they can't see a pass up ahead. The field.
Yeah, Williams played it well around the back before a little blunder by Emma Lynch there sends the ball out of bounds, and now Tufts on the attack, and that ball is cleared by Indira Thodile. Williams plays on the counter, running up for the ball and cleared out of bounds by Kylie Metcalf. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not out of bounds. That's going to be played on the left flank. And losing the ball there was Hannah Eisenhart. Williams controls. Here coming across the middle, played back.
That was a good double
nice
team on the side
steal there
for Williams.
By Stephanie DeLeo. DeLeo plays up, and that's going to be cleared. It was on the feet of Abby Adler, but she couldn't control it there. Out of bounds, but a throw-in for Tufts in the Williams end. Throw-in goes, and it's headed out. And back in. Fight there again by Liz Reed. And Williams with the counterattack here, but too fast is Kaylee Scala.
You've seen Williams try to get the ball out wide, especially on the left side of the field. That's really the game plan for Sarah Raymond's squad. They like to get the ball wide and play it into the middle of the attacking end. We'll see if they continue to go for it here in this one.
Haley Bernstein plays a short goal kick to Kylie Metcalf, who plays it up and mishandled there by Abby Adler. And another clearance out back to Kaylee Metcalf. Metcalf has it on the left flank and puts it up. Again, fought for by Adler. She's getting stuck in. Controlled there by number 31 for Williams, Blakely Buckingham. Buckingham plays it back, around the back to Indira Thodile. Thodile plays it up, and it's intercepted. Margot Amir controlled for Tufts. Now she puts it into the corner for Liz Reed. Liz Reed, let's see what she can do. Puts it across, and Tufts has it. Shot on goal, blocked. That was Margot Amir with the shot. Didn't get through. And another melee to have some jitters in the offensive end for sure, but lots of energy and are pushing the ball up well. We'll see if they can continue to do so or if Williams' defense will be able to settle in a little.
Absolutely, no. It was a great play and a great interception there from Margot Amir. from Margot Amir. She got it up to Liz Reed, was able to fake it and then play it into the middle. A good chance there for Margot Amir, who got back into the middle and got a nice shot on goal. She was unable to get it past
the real offensive chance. Liz Reed comes into this season, team career assists in her time at Tufts, and with a 10-goal, 9-assist season the last time this team played in 2019-2020 season. So look for her to be a threat offensively for sure.
And you know, Noah, it's something that you have to keep in mind with this game. It's been 2 years removed since any of their last competitive game of college soccer. So these are players, freshmen and sophomores, who haven't played a game yet.
Nice
Seniors,
turn out there by Tufts, Tukey Wilson.
But yeah, seniors who haven't played with these players yet in a sport that's as competitive in soccer, and you need a sense of teamwork in soccer, obviously. It's going to be interesting to see how they're playing today with each other.
Right. Stephanie DeLeo has been very active in the midfield. She's an important player, obviously, for Tufts, a captain this season. We'll see how she can facilitate a play out of the midfield. Williams swinging it around the back. Ball there. Looking to chase it down. It's going to go out of bounds. Kylie Metcalf's going to have a throw in for Tufts. Metcalf throws it down the line, looking for Liz Reed, and that's out of bounds as well. Liz Reed, again, active on that left flank. We'll see if she can get some action, maybe a cross in. This throw goes over the head of Abby Adler. Indira Thodairo clears it out, and it's off the shin of Abby Adler. It's going to be a Williams throw. The throw goes to Buckingham, who heads it out of bounds herself.
Not a great throw in there. She didn't give her teammates a lot of room on the right side of the field.
And it's blocked. Really nice through ball there by Stephanie DeLeo. And Tufts will have their first corner of the game.
Absolutely. Great play there from DeLeo. And we saw an earlier play from Margot Amir that was a very similar type of play, playing it to Liz Reed as opposed to Adler. Yeah. But that's what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and play the through ball outside, maybe get a cross in. Very similar game plan to Williams. We'll see if either of them have success with it in today's game.
Margot Amir is there to take the corner. She swings it in. It's a high-arching ball, and it is scuttled around. Liz Reed with a shot with a left foot into the corner, a little bit slow, and it is saved. Nice save there. No real issues. Well done by the Williams keeper.
You know, Liz Reed had a good chance there, but she was unable to get everything she wanted to on that ball. It came out a little weak. At least it was on net. That's what she wanted.
Williams keeper is Chelsea Taylor, who had a nice punt up there that was controlled by Tukey Wilson before going back to Haley Bernstein, who uses the drop kick. Controlled by Buckingham. Buckingham has been very active on defense. Here comes DeLeo, turning it around. Really smart play there. Plays back to her defender, Kaylee Scala. Scala tries an aggressive ball. Done. Nobody home for Tufts, but it's going to send the Williams defenders back towards their own goal.
And, you know, that's a solid play. The Williams defense has looked a little shaky to start this game. A few balls that have gone out of bounds, a few ill-advised passes. It was a good one there. But it's smart of Tufts just to get the ball up and see what can happen.
And right back. That one's played again by Tukey. Nice header there. And it's a Scrumford in the midfield. Looking to control is Madeline Perro. Madeline Perro hopefully will take a big jump for the Tufts team again this year. She was the third leading scorer in 2019 as a freshman. This year comes in as just a junior. So important year for her. Nice throw in there. Headed, looking to control is Brianna Binder for Williams. It will trickle out of bounds, and this looks like it will be a Williams corner.
First corner of the game.
First corner of the game is right. Shay Rashoff is coming to take it. Williams attackers look to be surrounded at the top of the box, ready to make runs in. We'll see the action. There's a Williams attacker. Binder is up screening the keeper. Good corner in, hard-driven ball. Metcalf attempts to clear. She has a header there. She's on the left sideline and clears it up deftly with the left foot. Very nice job there. The ball is at Liz Reed's feet. Here she comes towards us at the left flank. She's got room for a counter. Here comes Liz Reed. Liz Reed cuts in towards the middle, plays the ball to Adler. Adler back to Reed. Reed looking to get it out wide. She cannot do so. Controlled by Sam Brown for Williams. Brown with pressure on her back plays it, and it's controlled there by Lily Sykes. Lily Sykes plays to Maddie Perro. Perro back to Sykes. Sykes out wide. That's going to be to Amir. Amir Plays back to Metcalf. Metcalf loses the ball. That's going to be controlled by Williams. On the right flank for Williams is number 7, Michaela Capps. Just played it inside, and Williams is going to go the other way. Number 8 controls it for Williams now. Victoria Leno, the captain, and she plays back out wide to the right flank. Michaela Capps there. There's a scrum for it by the corner flag, and Tufts is going to have a throw in there.
No, that was a great job by the Williams defense of getting back. It was a promising-looking attack for Liz Reed and the Jumbos.
Headed backwards, and this one's going to be controlled by Indira Thodile, who plays in the middle. Could be a costly lost ball there, but not able to control it. Really dangerous ball. Madeline Perro almost had it, but it's back to the Tufts defense, and they're looking to go forward and quickly. Nice defensive play there by Liz Gervin. For Williams. Williams controls on their back end. A lot of play through the back for Williams' team. As we mentioned, a little bit shaky at times, but the Williams defenders are moving the ball well. Goalkeeper Chelsea Taylor has it at her feet, slings it to Thodile.
They've been able to prevent Tufts from getting any
out wide.
Real quality chances. There have been a few shots on goal that have been from tough positions and not an issue for Chelsea Taylor, but
good
a real
look
strong
by
job.
Emma Lynch there, but unable to connect. It's going to be a Kylie Metcalf throw-in for Tufts. About 10 minutes into this one, been a pretty even start to it. Both teams with a corner and attacks, but no real good opportunities. Liz Reed with a through ball in and unable to get a shot off, but Abby Adler with a cross, and that's going to come out wide. Little attack there. Madeline Perro seeing her get comfortable with some attempts on goal, or not attempts on goal, but opportunities forward. Here comes Amir. Amir with a cross. Nobody home for Tufts, and it's going to be headed out, but Amir back on the ball.
Amir's been all over the place today.
Lily Sykes controls. Tufts looking to go out wide. That's a big shot from far out. A little aggressive there from Madeline Perro, but she went for it. Couldn't convert. Shot over the bar. So a goal kick for Chelsea Taylor and Williams. Tufts not shy in the offensive end. They're looking to put the ball on the goal, and it is a good strategy, especially with the wind blowing a little bit here at Bello. And that's going to go out of bounds for a Williams throw.
Especially with how robust the Williams defense has been. Never a bad idea just to try and put it on net, even from far out.
Through ball, looking to run. Tukey Wilson is tracking it down for Tufts. It looks like she's going to let it go out of bounds, and she does. So it's going to be a goal kick. A bit of an aggressive ball there after a good throw from Sam Brown, the right back for Williams. Caps look to go all the way with a long through ball. Tukey Wilson smartly shielded it, let it go out of bounds. Haley Bernstein's going to have a goal kick for Tufts. A lot of these long balls, teams looking to run. Buckingham is challenging there, and it's going to be played up. DeLeo had the pressure, and that's a nice step there. Unable to take the ball, but a good step by Perro, who, again, very active, and that one's going to be played all the way into a nearby neighborhood by Tukey Wilson. Nice step and nice clear there, but it's going to be a Williams throw on the right side.
We'll hope it avoids some cars in the nearby neighborhood.
Williams with an attack. They're near their right corner now. Liz Reed is signaling it's out of bounds, and it is. So it's a Tufts throw in their own end. Headed up. And Lily Sykes with a nice head out. Lily Sykes, very solid, steady presence in the back line for Tufts. Senior captain this year. Has to be an important part of that defense. Buckingham controls for Williams and kicks out wide to the left side. Buckingham controls it back in the middle, looking to switch the field to the right. Gets a body on her, and nicely played there for Tufts by Margot Amir. Again, everywhere. And here comes an attack. Here comes Maddie Perro. She's looking for a shot, and it's blocked. Madeline Perro looking for aggressive, and that's going to be played out in the right flank, but not able to control. Here is Williams. Williams plays through the middle. Victoria Leno plays up to number 10, Emma Lynch, and it's going to be stolen by Amir. Here comes Amir, cutting to the middle, looking for somebody to play with. Not really much room, so she plays it back to Stephanie DeLeo. DeLeo out wide, looking for Callie Scala. Scala looking for a pass down the right flank, going to be played to the middle, but controlled by Williams. Williams controlling the ball in their own end, and an aggressive ball is played, but Kylie Metcalf's there. She's going to control it, take it herself across the midline, looking for room. She's got plenty.
Very composed play there from Kylie Metcalf.
Ooh, Tufts looked to enter the zone. Couldn't quite do so, but another great aggressive look, again, facilitated by Maddie Perro. Maddie Perro looks like she's going to be charging up and starting a Tufts attack. So far, we've seen great activity from her and Liz Reed, wouldn't you say?
I would absolutely say so. They've been able to get the ball in the wide areas and put it in the middle and put pressure on Chelsea Taylor. Williams' defense has made it hard for Tufts to get a quality shot on net, but it's been very good play so far.
That's going to be kept in bounds on the flank. Kicked out by Tukey Wilson. Controlled on the side by Emma Lynch for Williams. Scrum for it there. Emma Lynch comes out with the ball, dangles a man, cross into the middle, and a nice clearance there by Tufts, but it's not all the way out. Buckingham has it and kicks it in. Haley Bernstein will control. Nice, easy touch for Bernstein.
Buckingham had a chance there, was unable to control the ball as she wanted to, and it'll be a punt for the Tufts goalkeeper Bernstein.
Nice header out there by Williams. Metcalf using her size to get the ball there. And here's Liz Reed. Liz Reed lays it off to Perro. Perro looking for a through ball to Adler. Adler can't quite get on the end of it. Caps plays to Buckingham for Williams. Buckingham passes back to Thodile. Thodile plays it out wide for Williams' defense, which, again, has been very solid on the back line. Williams looking for an aggressive ball forward. It's not going to work out. Hannah Eisenhart is going to control it for Tufts in her own end. Eisenhart with a nice ball to Sykes, who has pressured there. Lily Sykes loses it for a second, gets it back. Tufts has got it going forward. Abby Adler trying to put a body. She does get the body on Thodile, but Thodile is able to clear it out. Williams playing left to right. Played Sam Brown with a nice ball into the middle, and Williams is going forward with Victoria Leno. Leno looking for an aggressive through ball, not going to connect, and Haley Bernstein controls outside of her goal box and brings it on in. We'll pick it on up.
Well, Williams,
so a little bit of a break here.
We've heard the name Victoria Leno quite a bit so far in today's game. In 2019, she had 8 goals and 18 points and is the reigning NESCAC Player of the Year. So you're going to see Williams really try and get the ball to her to start the attack in the midfield.
Here comes Lily Sykes bringing it up for the Jumbos. She's got plenty of time. Plays it back to defender Callie Scala. Scala with a pass that's intercepted by Williams' number 22, Liz Gervin. Kylie Metcalf steps for Tufts, and she's going to clear it on out of the zone. Tufts now in the Williams half. It's going to be controlled by Abby Adler. She's looking for somebody to pass to, and she's got her woman on the right flank. It's going to be number 8, Hannah Eisenhart. Eisenhart pushing forward. A cross on the ground is going to be intercepted by Thodile, and Williams coming out with lots of space. Unable to control there was Brianna Binder, and it's going to go back for a Williams throw.
We've seen a lot of Williams play it back to the defense and then trying a long through ball to spark the offense. It hasn't really worked. The Tufts defense has done a nice job getting back and using that to get on the counterattack for some real chances.
You know, as we mentioned before, it's a really savvy move, especially with this defense that hasn't really played with each other. Miscommunications are going to happen. Williams looking to capitalize on one of those, and we'll see if the Tufts defense can hold strong. And a nice play back. Good step there by Perro. That ball's played to Sykes. Sykes to Perro. Perro back to Sykes. Sykes out wide with a savvy pass to Kylie Metcalf, who's chasing it down, trying to keep it in bounds, and she does. Nicely played by Kylie Metcalf. Lots of time there. She's going to play it back to Tukey Wilson. Tukey Wilson back to Kylie Metcalf. Kylie Metcalf looking back to the middle. That's going to be swung all the way to Callie Scala on the right side. Scala plays up. Going to be to Eisenhart. Eisenhart playing towards the middle to Abby Adler, unable to connect, and it's going to go back to Williams, who's going to swing it around their defense. Though Dial's got it.
A little bit of a lazy pass there from Eisenhart that allowed Williams to gain
Sam Brown controlling in the right back position, looking to send one through. He's going to try and find Emma Lynch. Emma Lynch tried a little back heel action, didn't quite work, and Tufts has it. Stephanie DeLeo controlling for Tufts is going to send it back to Scala. Scala's now with it. Scala tries to cut into the middle, fighting for the ball, and it's going to go to DeLeo and then out back to Williams, who again plays it in their zone, and it's going to go back to Sam Brown. She's got Maddie Cass on the right side, not going to use Michaela Caps, excuse me, on the right side, not going to use her. Tries a through ball, cleared out by Kylie Metcalf. Wynn taking this one. Here's Abby Adler. Again, been a pest in Williams' side, trying to force a mistake. Hasn't happened yet. We'll see if it does. Victoria Leno controlling it. Nice pass there for Williams, and Williams is on the attack. Haley Bernstein's going to step, control it herself with her feet, and then pick it up. Nicely done by Haley Bernstein. She's looked comfortable so far. Tukey Wilson with it for Tufts on the back end. Here's Kylie Metcalf.
No, there have been quite a few through balls that have just been a little too far for Williams.
And there's one by Kylie Metcalf there, looking for Margot Amir. Looks like she's not going to connect. Thodile with a nice play, but Maddie Caps lets it go out of bounds. Sorry to cut you off there, Brandon. Thought we may have some action.
No worries, Noah.
Williams trying to make a number of substitutions. Tori Huang, Ava Simonovic, who scored the goal in the first one for Williams. We'll see if she can get on the board again. And Rain Condi coming in. Condell, I'm sorry. As Williams plays out of their back end, Sammy Brown looks to control. It's going to be to Stephanie DeLeo for Tufts. DeLeo playing to Lily Sykes. Lily Sykes with a little bit of room, tries to shoot. Good block there by Williams, number 8, Victoria Leno.
There she is again.
And Tufts trying to keep it in their end. Nice pass out. Unable to connect, but a good idea by Emma Lynch for Williams. And it's going to be another Kylie Williams controls on their back, and they're going to send it all the way up. Trying to control is Emma Lynch. She's got Kylie Metcalf on her. Metcalf with a head out of bounds, and it's going to go out there.
Right to you, Noah.
Yep. Little play on the ball for us here. It's going to be a throw-in by the new sub here, Ava Simonovic.
Ava Simonovic scored the lone goal in the 1-1 draw against Williams. Or excuse me, against Hamilton for Williams.
Sorry, I said it was Rain Kondo coming in. It was Sam Fan, apparently, as reported by the PA announcer. Here.
The 7s and 1 are hard to decipher on the Williams jerseys.
They are. Tufts throw in their back here, and it's going to be controlled with a header by Williams Blakely Buckingham. Buckingham's been all over the place in that center midfield position, kind of exactly what you want from a player with her role. Got a lot of heads on the ball, hasn't she?
Absolutely, and she uses her height to her advantage. You can see that she's the tallest player on the field by quite a little bit, and that definitely gives her an advantage in the midfield, being able to control the ball when it goes up in the air, which we've seen quite a lot of from both goalkeepers and the defense trying to play it up ahead.
Williams making another sub here. Hasn't come in yet, but Jacqueline Nordoff waiting to come in. So they're getting their bench active. We'll see if Tufts does the same. And here's a run by Abby Adler. Abby Adler looking to connect with Margot Amir. Margot Amir's got it on the left side. She's cutting towards the middle. Margot Amir's got a chance to shoot. She shoots it high and wide. Margot Amir, really nice touch there to get into the middle. Just got a little over it, leaned back a little, and that ball sailed. But a nice touch and a good idea by Margot Amir to try and get a ball on goal. Just as we were giving Buckingham credit, she comes out. But really nice minutes there by Blakely Buckingham for Williams as Jacqueline Nordoff comes in to sub her off. Lily Sykes takes a gamble there and gets it. Maddie Perro looking to play back to Callie Scala. Scala's got it on the right side for Tufts. Back to Perro. Perro with a nice touch there, but Williams is going to try to take it, and they'll have a throw-in on the left side. Tight window to play the ball into there, and it got knocked away. Another sub trying to check in, Parker Harnett for Williams, as that's now 5 of their 10 field players will now have come out. We're 23 minutes in, so about halfway through the first half. Here's Liz Reed controlling it. She's going to play out to Kylie Metcalf. Metcalf's got it. Huang on her. Nice cut in. She's looking for a pass. She's trying to connect with Adler. She can't do it there. Nordoff with the ball. Nordoff with a nice pass to Lynch. Lynch trying to control up, unable to do so. And Haley Bernstein with another ball at her feet. She controls it up to her hands and rolls it out to Scala. Scala's got a little bit of time, got a defender on her back. And she plays it out wide, out of bounds.
Open on the right side. I don't think she saw her. And passed and tried to force it up ahead to the striker.
Here's the sub, Emma Lynch coming off with Parker Harnett coming on. 21 minutes and a half left in this first half. It's been an exciting one. Definitely a lot of movement both ways. No great opportunities yet, but teams really pushing forward, playing an aggressive style of play for sure.
Absolutely. And the defense has really stepped up for both sides of this one. You know, the goaltenders have each had to have one shot on, or have each had to have one save due to a shot on goal. But neither of them were that strong shots. Neither of the shooters were able to get a lot on it, those being Liz Reed.
Nice pressure there by Callie Scala, forces Williams to play it back, and they're going to play it on around, controlled by Maria Chapman. Chapman has it. She's going to play to the middle. Nordoff tries to control it. She can't. It's going to go to Tufts. Perro tries to play to Adler, just beyond her reach. And Williams controls it in the back.
They had some.
Ava Siminovich played it to the back to the keeper, Taylor. Taylor is going to play to her right back. And it's Thodile there. Thodile playing up. Pressure by Margot Amir. And Margot Amir wants the ball. She's going to have it. Tufts throw in the Williams half on the left side. Throw back to Kylie Metcalf. Metcalf playing it up. It's controlled by Margot Amir. She's got some time. Defender coming back on her. Twang. Margot Amir looks for a big cross in. Nobody there. Nice header out by Williams to clear it. And Sykes got it. Sykes has it. She plays it out wide to Scala. Scala's looked to create from that right side a lot, and she does so there. Nice ball in. Unable to connect. Headed out by Williams. And Williams controls it on their back line. Look to chip it over the side. And that's an active Eisenhart there, who goes down to the ground for Tufts, and it will be a goal kick. Checking in for Tufts right now, number 12, Claire Wilkinson. She's coming on, Adler's coming off. We saw Abby Adler, as we mentioned, very active, gets a break here, and we'll see what Wilkinson can do if she can break that back, break that defensive back for Williams, who's been very steady so far.
Abby Adler's been very active in today's game, as you said. No, we'll see if Claire Wilkinson can pick up the pace in that striker position.
Liz Reed was on the ball for a second, now is not, and it's played back to Williams keeper Chelsea Taylor. Taylor plays it out wide to Thodile. Thodile looking to play it up. She's going to send it up, and it's going to cross the halfway line and looking to make a run and unable to do so as it goes out of bounds. But a nice run there by Parker Harnett. And Kylie Metcalf with another throw. Her arms are going to be tired. This has been a lot of throw-ins from the left side for Kylie Metcalf. She does have a good throw. Williams controls it in the middle, and that's going to be swung out wide. A nice pass. Looking to go down the left side is the Ephs. Passed out wide. Rashoff there. Rashoff looking to swing it in, and not too strong. Wilson going to clear it out, and I think that is going to be a Williams throw. I don't think it crossed over into corner kick territory.
I believe you're right, Noah. Now you see Tufts tapping into their substitutions after Williams, as you said, subbing out 5 of their 10 position players.
Right, right. Tufts went nearly 30 minutes. Or I guess they haven't made the sub yet, but looking like they're going to go nearly 30 minutes before making their first sub. And here comes Maddie Perro. Maddie Perro on the break. She's looking to play Wilkinson, who just came into the game. Claire Wilkinson's going to have a chance. She takes a big touch, and the shot right at Taylor. Good pressure there, right off the bench. I'm sorry, Claire Wilkinson was the first sub, and she applies the pressure there. A good hard shot. Didn't have much room. Chelsea Taylor makes a good save. Nice play there by Claire Wilkinson after a really nice through ball by Maddie Perro. Hit her right in stride.
Absolutely.
Lily Sykes takes it off the thigh. Nicely played. Callie Scala is going to be waved off by Perro, who's right back in the mix. Lily Sykes looking to play up. She's got Wilkinson. Wilkinson tried to do a little back heel there, unable to connect with DeLeo. And that's going to be played the other way by Williams. Tori Huang has it on the right flank. Huang cuts in. Kylie Metcalf stepping to her there. Here's a hard cross on the ground, and it's going to be cleared out by Tufts. Tracking back for it there is Amir. Amir applying pressure. Going to be crossed in. Haley Bernstein coming out for the ball. Tukey Wilson came in with a head. I don't know if she saw her goalkeeper there trying to take charge or if there was some communication we didn't see, but a good strong header out by Tukey Wilson. And a shot attempt, I believe, there by Sam Fan. I think she was a little disoriented. That went out wide.
I think so, but really the play opening up here, some much better chances than either of these teams have had in the last few minutes.
Duncan taking off Hannah Eisenhart, who's getting a break.
But, going back to that really good chance there for Tufts on the Claire Wilkinson shot, it was a very nice play by Maddie Perro to lead her through. Wilkinson's touch led her a little too far outside, cut off the angle on the shot there, and that allowed Chelsea Taylor
Wilkinson
to
with
only
a
play
nice pass there, and they're going to look to play Wilkinson into space. She's got some speed. Here she comes. She's going to control it on the right. Touches inward. Here she comes with a nice pass, looking for Liz Reed. Liz Reed has a touch in the box. Left foot shot, and it's going to be collected easily by the goalkeeper, Chelsea Taylor, but a nice touch inward there. Liz Reed, another shot with the left foot. She was falling backwards a little bit on that one, not able to get her full strength behind it. Chelsea Taylor with a booming punt. That looks like it's going to go all the way to Haley Bernstein, who's going to collect it in her own end. What a big punt. We'll see if that can be an asset for the Williams team this half. Haley Bernstein's punt gets held up in the wind a little. Wilkinson attempts to get the ball. Metcalf plays it up down the left side, and that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Williams throw as it goes down.
It'll join the other ball in the neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. Thodile controls, looking to play. Nice pass inward there by Ava Siminovich. Nordhoff has it taken by Tufts. Here comes Maddie Perro. Maddie Perro has Liz Reed if she wants her. Maddie Perro is going to take it herself. Here she is, looking for a shot maybe. Touch to the right side. And gets caught up a little there. Really nice defending by Williams. Very solid. Nice pass there by Aaron Duncan's pass gets intercepted. Looks like a good ball. Huang came out of nowhere. Here comes Huang pressuring. Tukey Wilson clears it out nicely. Really smart play there by Tukey Wilson. Saw that Kylie Metcalf was a little bit further up the field, just played the safe ball out of bounds. Going to be a Williams throw. Looking to play into Huang, who's been very active since coming in. Real spark off the bench for sure. That is Huang. Plays it into Nordhoff. Nordhoff has it taken. And here comes DeLeo. DeLeo touching into the Williams end, and Thodile intercepts it. Nice, solid ball. Going to go all the way to Haley Bernstein, though. 14 minutes left in this first half. Been a pretty even one between the number 12 and number 17 preseason ranked teams. Claire Wilkinson with a nice head there. Controlled by Liz Reed. Liz Reed trying to play, loses it. And it's going to be taken there by Victoria Leno. Victoria Leno, solid presence in the middle for Williams.
Very solid. She's been able to connect a lot of passes both to the defense and trying to play through.
Liz Reed played it back to Lily Sykes. Lily Sykes played a long ball up. Maddie Perro is going to try and find Aaron Duncan in the corner. Duncan has it there, and I believe that's going to be a Tufts corner.
It will. Second corner of the game for Tufts.
So
towards the front post, I think a lot of these corners from both sides of the ball have been high arcing and have allowed defenders and the goaltender to get under the ball and be able to get position to clear it. The offense, if they try, in Tufts' case, in this case Tufts, if they try and make it a little more of a line drive header or a line drive kick into a header like this one right here.
Here's the left captain a break. So it's going to be a goal kick for Williams. I think Liz Reed had enough of the playing out at the top of the box, tried to play an aggressive corner in, didn't pay off there.
It was much more line drive than it was a high arcing pass. I think you need to work on the accuracy a little bit more, though.
Huang goes spinning around, and that's going to be a tough controlling for Williams is Leno. Leno plays back out wide.
Great
control by Siminovich. Siminovich back to Leno. Looking for a pass that is there. Amir has it on the left side. Amir to Wilkinson. Wilkinson with a lefty cross in, and that's a goal! Liz Reed with the first season 1-0 Jumbos.
Beautifully done there by the Jumbos. The Williams defense has done a nice job keeping up thus far, but on that play they were simply beat. You saw this amount of Jumbos in the area. 3 Jumbos on the left side compared to 1 Williams defender. They were able to find the pass to the middle, and Liz Reed did not miss that one, connecting it beautifully with the left foot. And the Jumbos take the 1-0 lead.
Brandon, that's everything we've seen in this first half. By the way, great contribution by Talia Greenberg right off the bench. She was able to make the pass to Margot Amir, who then fed in a great cross, and that's Liz Reed with a left foot. Great classical finish into the side netting.
Absolutely, and even more on the Greenberg point, she was able to take the ball away from Victoria Leno and then get by her. A beautiful play, or 2 beautiful plays, on the reigning player of the year in the NESCAC That should give her more confidence, not only in the game, but going forward in the season.
I'm sorry, it was Claire Wilkinson with the assist there. I was crediting Margot Amir. A very nice assist by Claire Wilkinson from that left side. Wilkinson has also made a massive impact, a lot of energy from that forward spot since she's come into the game for the Jumbos, and now they lead 1-0. 11 minutes left in this first half. Here's Huang looking to put some pressure on. Tukey Wilson catches her. Burst of speed there from Tukey Wilson.
Absolutely. You've seen that all game from her. When it goes down the wing, she's been very confident and played the ball out of bounds when she needs to.
And really, she has had great body control, shielding the ball away, ensuring some goal kicks. Doesn't go unnoticed here for sure. And this is going to be a Tufts throw. A lot of passion for that. Kylie Metcalf with probably her 80th throw of the game. Nice kick over her head by Claire Wilkinson. And Liz Reed's going to play into Wilkinson. Wilkinson with a touch towards the middle. She has two Williams defenders around her who are able to knock it away. Wilkinson got us excited there. Thought maybe she was going to create another goal after a really nice pass from Liz Reed. And Williams controls up. Pass to Huang. Huang tried to play into Nordhoff. It was broken up, but it is back for a Williams throw. Nordhoff controls in again. And it's going to be Williams' ball in their side. Intercepted there by number 26, Maddie Perro. Very active for Tufts so far. It has been Maddie Perro.
Absolutely. It was a great solo effort by Claire Wilkinson trying to take on the Williams defense all by herself, and she almost did it. Got it stripped away at the last second.
Right. A lot of touches for Claire Wilkinson checking into the game. 10 minutes ago? She's been all over the place since. Kylie Metcalf with a throw, and Perro out of bounds. She wasn't happy. She thought she got shoved from the back a little. She may have been, but it's going to be a Williams throw nonetheless. Kiara Royer checking in, taking out Victoria Leno, who gets a rest possibly for the rest of the first half with 9 minutes to go. Leno, obviously an important and a nice skying header there by Ava Siminovich. Tukey Wilson clears it out with a thigh. Nice touch there by Talia Greenberg. Liz Reed controls. She's got a defender on her back. And just as you said it, Brandon.
Absolutely. Announcer's jinx
foul
there.
Liz Reed taking some time to recover on the ground. How important, Brandon, is Liz Reed to this Tufts team? They got her back as a graduate student this year after missing out on last season.
She's been absolutely vital, Noah. After a tremendous season in 2019, there was a lot of skepticism as to whether or not she would return, but she ailed all the Tufts fans' woes by coming back and already making impact with the first goal of the season, as well as some other shots on net.
Lily Sykes with a beautiful ball in, unable to connect, but put a little bit of pressure, and Chelsea Taylor has to control it for Williams. Huang has it, passes it out wide. It's going to be taken there by a new sub, Tess Belknap. Belknap takes it up herself. She's looking for a pass. She finds Calf. Going to be controlled by Belknap again. There's pressure on her there by Perro. Gives her a little shove. Ref didn't see it. Controlled up. Lily Sykes with a nice step. And cleared out by Kylie Metcalf. Williams is going to maintain possession, though. A nice play on the ball to keep it in. Perro looks to go out wide. Gets a pass from a new sub, Madeline Silvera. Tufts unable to control, and it's going to be a Williams throw. Belknap with the throw for Williams. She's looking for somebody. She's throwing it down the line, and Huang is trying to get on the end of it. Tukey Wilson with another header. And a little scrum for it there. Wilson plays. It's going to be a nice pass in by Lily Sykes, and it's going to go to Silvera, who looks for an aggressive ball, cannot connect with Claire Wilkinson. Didn't look like they were on the same page, but Liz Reed has it. She's controlling back. Nice, smart pass to Kylie Metcalf. Metcalf swings it all the way to Scala on the right side.
A very smart, composed way to get out of trouble there on the right corner of the field for the Tufts defense.
A dangerous pass back to Kylie Metcalf, who clears it with ease. Maddie Perro now goes to Lily Sykes. How solid has Lily Sykes been?
She's been great now. There have been a lot of the Tufts players who have very much impressed me. Sykes is up there for sure.
Liz Reed with a dangerous touch. Cleared out by Williams. Cleared nicely, but not all the way. Lily Sykes controls it. Difficult ball in. Maddie Perro looked like she wanted a softer touch. Looks like she's maybe a little disappointed with herself. Very tough ball there, but she had a touch near a little, probably 5 yards outside of the box, unable to control.
How clear has the difference been, though, about how effective the two offenses have been thus far in putting pressure on the opposing goalies?
You know, that's a good question. I would say that they've both had pretty equal opportunities to enter the zone. Tufts has done so far more effectively, and when they've been able to enter the zone, there looks like there's a lot more danger. Tufts, Williams is missing that last pass, it seems. As another one right there, right?
Absolutely.
Dangerous ball in, really nice ball, and great defending there by Scala. Kaylee Scala for Tufts, and Haley Bernstein able to control it easily. Really nice play, and a really good step by Bernstein as well. She's taking her time. Look at that beautiful drop kick. Going to be played. Maddie Perro skies up. Nordoff with a header, though. Lily Sykes pass out to Kylie Metcalf, and Metcalf with a safe ball back to her. Plays it to Metcalf. Metcalf with a clearance out. Jacqueline Nordoff on the ball in a dangerous position for Williams. She finds another attacker. Williams looking to go forward. Back to Nordoff. Nordoff swings it out wide. It's going to be the new sub, Belknap. Belknap cross in. Nice physical play, but it's back out. Jacqueline Nordoff with a nice move. Loses sight of the ball for a second. Belknap fighting for it now. Nordoff stepping in. Nordoff, what a beautiful spin.
Beautiful turn.
But it looks like it's going to be Tufts' ball.
Probably the most individual, the most beautiful individual play I've seen there on the day from Jacqueline Nordoff there on the right corner.
Casey Lamb looking to sub in for Tufts. Play a smart ball. Really tough spot there. Unable to control was Aaron Duncan. Aaron Duncan had some room. Tully Greenberg did not have much to get that pass off. Just unable to connect. Could have been a dangerous spot.
Going back to
there. Looks like we may have some type of call. Lily Sykes heads up on her back, but she looks to be okay.
It'll just be a free kick there for the Jumbos.
Lily Sykes got upended a little. Haley Bernstein is going to come out to kick it.
Possibly a little frustration there on the part of the Williams offense, unable to get a lot going against this Tufts defense.
For sure.
And
Lily
Haley
Sykes
Bernstein.
is under their skin, I think.
Absolutely.
Haley Bernstein. Low arcing ball out. I think that may be the way to play it with this wind at Bellow Field today. Tori Huang has it for Williams. Nice step back there by Claire Wilkinson, not letting the Ephs go forward. And their Ephs are going to play it around to the back. Siminovich plays out wide to Belknap, and there for Williams. Gervin coming inside. Nice step there for the Jumbos. Playing in. Nordoff and has it taken away. Nice play there, Maddie Perro.
It was a great idea along the
really nice step. Lost a lot of head out wide. Ava Siminovich looking to go forward.
Great contest there from Kylie Metcalf in the corner.
Tufts making 3 subs before the half. Lily Kiterling coming into the game. Lily Sykes coming off, limping a little. Hopefully she's okay. Liz Reed comes off. Savvy move by the Tufts coach. Martha Whitting is no junior to this. Takes her star player Liz Reed off the field with a minute and a half to get a little extra rest. Lily Sykes wincing a little on the sideline. I think she may be okay.
You know, they're giving Liz Reed a little extra rest, but also allowing some of the other players to get their feet wet in this game. For
sure. Savvy move. First game of the season, as we mentioned. It's important to get a lot of players in, especially, you know, it's an interesting season. These players haven't played in a year, so some concern that way, and also in our day and age with COVID and all of that, as Haley Bernstein collects there, she's in no rush, hasn't been all day. A minute left as she plays out to Tukey Wilson on the ground. Wilson looking to go forward, looking to find a pass, and she plays at the last second on to the road.
Third lost ball of the day for those keeping count at home.
Belknap's going to have a throw here for Williams. She throws it down the line aggressively. Tukey Wilson lets it fly over her head, looking to shield. Nicely done there. Doesn't let Tori Huang get on the ball. And that's 20 seconds left in this game. Sorry, this half. The Ephs still trailing the Jumbos 1-0. Been a solid half. You would say the Jumbos have controlled it for the better half. As Tukey Wilson has it, we're going to play it out, and that's going to end the first half. Madeline Severa plays it up. And the Jumbos with a 1-0 lead at the end of this first half of the first game of the season. Nicely done. Liz Reed with the goal for the Jumbos. Claire Wilkinson with the assist. Brandon, what have you seen in this first half, and what are you looking for in the second before we jump off the air?
This is on net. They put a ton of pressure on the Williams back four and Chelsea Taylor. I think they just need to keep at it, not try and play back because they have the lead, continue to be aggressive and keep pushing. I bet that is what Martha Wedding is going to say at the halftime break. On the flip side, for Sarah Raymond's squad in Williams, they've been able, as we've said, to get the ball up along the attacking part of the field. They've been unable, though, to make that final pass to put them in scoring position. Only one shot on goal there. 2 shots in total. They're going to need to do a better job putting pressure on the Tufts defense. So we'll look forward and see if they are able to do that in the second half, Noah.
And we will be back for the start of the second half. Again, 1-0 Jumbos at the break. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Bellow Field, where the Tufts Jumbos lead the Williams Ephs 1-0 after one half of play. The teams are about to come back onto the field for the second half as the horn blows. Brandon, what did you see in that first half, and what do you see coming up this half?
Well, something that really was interesting to me, Noah, was the use of the substitutions for both teams. You saw Williams make 5 subs around the same time, about halfway through the period, and they had an impact, but it wasn't nearly the amount that the Tufts substitutes had. You had players like Claire Wilkinson, who brought a much-needed spark to the attacking side, and you see her coming out to start the second half. You had Talia Greenberg, who not only took the ball away from Victoria Leno, but then got by her and led to the passed it to Wilkinson, who then passed to Liz Reed for the lone goal. You also had Erin Duncan, who played the ball wide a few times very nicely. It's the substitutions that have provided a spark for Tufts, not so much for Williams, and I'm looking to see if that continues. We'll see if either team changes their approach.
I agree with you. I think a special shout out, obviously, to Claire Wilkinson, because that was a heck of an outing in her 20-odd minutes. She came off, and Claire Wilkinson was able to break through a little, get a little bit more daylight, and just continue hounding that back line for Williams. We'll see if Tufts can continue to enter the zone. Now going the other way, and Liz Reed with a clinical finish. They're creating opportunities for her, and if you create opportunities for a player like Liz Reed, she's going to finish them.
Yes, she will. There were a few chances earlier in the half that didn't exactly pan out. She didn't get all she wanted on it, but she wasn't going to miss that last one. That resulted in the goal.
We're kicked off, and there is a lot of energy here from the Williams bench, as that is stolen and kept in bounds nicely by Williams number 10, Emma Lynch. And there's a lot of pressure from Williams. A lot on the ball. Claire Wilkinson now looking for the ball, and it's kicked out of bounds on this side by Maria Chapman for Williams. And it's going to be a Tufts throw. Hannah Eisenhart on it. Hannah Eisenhart with a nice throw. And in deep, and that's going to go for a goal kick. Claire Wilkinson applied some pressure, but it's going to be a goal kick for Chelsea Taylor and Williams.
Noah, immediately, as you pointed out in the second half, you could hear the difference from the Williams sideline. You can see the change in energy, and the change in the mindset. They're hustling more. They're going for those loose balls more than they were in the first half.
A nice little shove there by Talia Greenberg did the trick to dislodge the ball. And it's in the air. Liz Reed trying to get on it. And a nice head out there by Belknap for Williams, but Tufts maintains possession. Lily Sykes plays to Liz Reed. Liz Reed cutting towards the middle. That's a pass there for DeLeo. DeLeo tries to play out wide to Hannah Eisenhart. Eisenhart cuts in and has it taken away, but it goes back to DeLeo. DeLeo plays to Scala. Scala looking back out wide to Eisenhart. Eisenhart into the middle. Nobody home. Williams has the ball and a chance for a counterattack. Emma Lynch going forward. Emma Lynch trying to find a pass. Kylie Metcalf there. She steps up, clears it out. Claire Wilkinson coming back to the ball. She's called offside.
Good attack, good counterattack there from Williams. Emma Lynch got the ball in space, was looking at the right player. Maybe could have held on to it for a little more time to have given the player she was passing to a little more space, but instead it was a nice play by the Tufts defense to get the ball back out and take possession again.
Good pressure here from Tufts. Callie Scala just pressured all the way back from decently deep in their zone into the Williams zone. Nice defending. Tori Huang plays it out wide, and Huang is back on the ball, looking to go forward. Lily Sykes with it, and she clears. A nice header back into the mix by Ava Siminovich, who stays on after being a substitute for Williams in the first half. This ball's played all the way back to Haley Bernstein, who plays a nice simple ball out to Tukey Wilson.
Good sign for Tufts as Lily Sykes is back out and looking healthy after her injury scare back in the first half.
Callie Scala with a nice clearance and then a header on the ball, and there she is, Lily Sykes, finishing off the clearance, let's say. Played out by Margot Amir.
Despite the increase in energy from the Williams side, and we'll see if they can break through.
Nice use of the body there by Hannah Eisenhart, allowing the ball to trickle out of bounds for a goal kick despite the Williams attempt to get on it. Haley Bernstein's going to have a goal kick now. And Haley with a short ball to Hannah Eisenhart. Eisenhart, nice touch. And Emma Lynch continues to be physical, that time with Stephanie DeLeo. A little bit more physicality in this half. You mentioned, Brandon, we went 35, 40 minutes without a foul in the first half. Have seen some action here as Tukey Wilson takes down Emma Lynch. A little bit of payback. Claire Wilkinson now looking to enter the zone. She's got the ball on her feet. Here she comes, Claire Wilkinson, looking to find Liz Reed. She can't, and Williams controls with a lot of space. Looking to go in is Jacqueline Capps. Capps coming up. Michaela Capps, I think that's the. And going forward is Shay Rashoff. Rashoff looking for a cross, and it's going to be headed by Tukey Wilson, looking to clear. Short head going forward. Lily Sykes is there, time and time again.
She's been on it all day now.
Another cross in, and Haley Bernstein collects easily. Nice job navigating traffic there. She's got it.
It was a nice setup there from Williams. They tried to get in the middle to Sam Fan, and she was almost the first on the ball. It was a great play by Lily Sykes to get to it first and head it away.
As we mentioned, Haley Bernstein started all 20 of the Jumbo's games in her freshman year. Now she's back. She's a junior. And, you know, it's important, I guess. It's another 2 years. She's now had a full year of being the full-time starter, unquestioned. A really steadying force for the Jumbos in a year with a lot of turnover. And that's a ball in. Haley Bernstein looks to pressure the ball, and she did. Hannah Eisenhart sealed her off, and that's a big drop kick from Haley Bernstein. It went to Claire Wilkinson, who had a bit of a soft touch, and it's going to go all the way back. Williams has it, and the ball is rattling around and cleared by Williams. Lily Sykes is on it. Sykes plays with the body. She gets shoved over without a call. That certainly looked a little dirty to us here. And Williams goes forward. Emma Lynch with the ball. Plays it out wide. Belknap with it. Lily Sykes. Oh my God. Lily Sykes is being ragdolled around the field, isn't she?
Much more physicality from Williams, from actually both sides, but especially Williams so far in the second half.
Cleared out by Callie Scala. And Claire Wilkinson gives chase. Here's an opportunity. Wilkinson breaks free. It's a defender to beat who clears it out. Wilkinson goes flying, but look at that effort. Brandon, what have you seen from Claire Wilkinson?
Defenders. That is something that a lot of the Tufts Jumbos have tried to do, but have failed. But it's been Claire Wilkinson who's been able to do it and set up plays for her teammates, including getting the assist on the lone goal of the game.
So a corner here for the Jumbos. It's going to be Liz Reed again in the corner. May have been a little ambitious of an attempt, but she definitely had to go for it. She did, put it over the bar.
Absolutely, had to go for the attempt there. It was put up on a tee for her.
And that ball is going to be headed there. Talia Greenberg, very active in the middle. Tukey Wilson, they got tied up, and it's going to go. A foul is going to go against Emma Lynch. Emma Lynch has brought some physicality this second half. Tukey Wilson wasting no time. Plays it up to Claire Wilkinson. Wilkinson looking to find Liz Reed with a head. She can't, but it's going to go back as Stephanie DeLeo plays there. Emma Lynch with the pressure. Now the ball to Lily Sykes. Lily Sykes plays it out wide. That is going to be controlled by Margot Amir there on the left side. Margot Amir fake the turn back, turns forward, plays to Talia Greenberg. Greenberg plays to Liz Reed, back to Margot Amir. Margot Amir now out wide to Wilkinson. And Wilkinson is offside again.
You know, Wilkinson was offside on that with a beautiful turn by Amir. She then passed it into the middle. Wilkinson was just offsides, but a great opportunity for Tufts and a great job.
Williams tries to go on the counterattack. Hannah Eisenhart is there, but the ball is taken from her by Shay Rashoff. Rashoff tries to cross it in. The ball, it's met a high-arching ball in, and a nice header out there. I believe that was Kylie Metcalf. Williams maintains it. DeLeo, I apologize, and may have used a little bit too much body. I think that's Fan. Fan thought that Tukey Wilson used a little bit too much body. It will be another Jumbo corner.
You know, that's been 2 attacks early in the second half that have resulted in nothing for Williams, but it was promising, and the Tufts defenders were able to use their body. That time it was Tukey Wilson. Earlier it was Hannah Eisenhart, but they've been able to use the body in the box with just the right amount of physicality. You don't want to do too much and possibly provoke the ref to call a penalty kick, but it was a perfect job to dispossess the players from the ball.
Here's a nice cross in, header on it, Metcalf a little wide. Kylie Metcalf, as you mentioned in this first half, using her size there, just a little bit wide on the header, but it was a good attempt for sure.
Yes, a valiant effort there from Metcalf.
The ball is being played around the back by Williams. Looking to go forward is Huang. She passes back to the right defender. That's Belknap out there with it. Back to Huang. Huang plays in, looking for Lynch, and intercepted by DeLeo. DeLeo has it on her feet. The senior captain has certainly made an impact on this one, and it's going to go back to Tukey Wilson. Tukey Wilson, a senior as well. So this is an older Tufts team at this point now after the COVID season. A lot, obviously led by the graduate senior, Liz Reed. And that ball is going to be played around, rattled around. Tufts now in possession. Liz Reed playing with Talia Greenberg, who lets it go. 70 DeLeo tries to play an aggressive ball. It's going to go to Chelsea Taylor.
You know, I would have loved to have seen that ball go to Talia Greenberg. She had a little more space and could have then played it through to Claire Wilkinson.
It was a tough decision. I thought it was a good play at the time to make the dummy move and an aggressive shot attempt.
And get some really good chances in on Chelsea Taylor and the Williams defense. We saw a few shots like that go on in the first half, one from Stephanie DeLeo, that were just outside of the box and just trying to get something going. Maybe get a deflection, maybe get a little lucky with a bounce, just trying to spark something there. And we'll see if Williams can break through like Tufts did in the first half.
Yeah, Brandon, 12 minutes into this second half, what's different to you?
Williams is playing with a lot more energy, and they came out immediately trying to get that breakthrough. However, they still had a few sloppy passes in the midfield that have let from Rashoff, still off the mark. Very bold though from Rashoff with those two.
Rashoff is not wasting opportunities, is she?
No, she is not.
She's been very aggressive. 2 long shots, and you know that one was a pretty good one.
It was. The first one was way off the mark. Everyone in the stadium knew it. That one looked very close, especially from our angle here.
Kylie Metcalf with a strong boot, and that's going to send Claire Wilkinson off to the races. Here she goes. She's got a defender to beat. The ball's bouncing. Wilkinson loses for a second. Now it's on her feet. She's looking to turn to the middle. She does. Twice. But the ball is cleared out, and Williams is going to maintain possession. Looking to go forward are the Ephs. And Tukey Wilson with a nice step in, and Hannah Eisenhart has it on the right side. Here comes Hannah Eisenhart looking to go forward. Player to Claire Wilkinson. Wilkinson turns towards the middle. Defender on her back. Now to Greenberg. Greenberg trying to curl in with the left foot. Leaves it a little far outside.
It was a nice attempt there from Greenberg. A beautiful curler, just a little too wide from the start, but a good attack by Tufts. Good job getting a chance there from the Jumbos.
You saw the idea in her head, and she tried to make it work. And it was a great attempt, but a little wide.
You're absolutely right, Noah.
Chelsea Taylor with a big boot, trying to come into this offensive zone, and she does before Callie Scala steps up. Scala making a run from the right back position. She's got room. Scala looking to play ahead to Wilkinson, and that's going to go out of bounds. Callie Scala, you saw, was not looking to make the offensive move herself, but it was a good press forward for sure.
It was. Great pressure by Stephanie DeLeo to cause or to force the turnover.
The little half volley leaves it wide. A nifty idea. I think she tried to put the pressure on the keeper there, but left it a little wide.
And it was just, it's going to be nothing more than a goal kick.
Jacqueline Nordoff on. She had some nice minutes in the first half for the East, but Emma Lynch come vitalize later and provide some more of that physicality as Liz Reed shields on the left side, and a nice defensive play by the East as Tori Huang now comes out. Gervin playing towards the middle. There's Nordoff. Nordoff back to Gervin. Gervin with a stop left. Playing it off a defender's shin and stop before early going, and it hasn't stopped. The Ephs look very comfortable moving it along their back line, don't they?
Absolutely. And, you know, they have had very good composition in the back four. They've been able to move it amongst themselves with a lot of confidence, and they haven't, what we saw earlier in the game was a bunch of poor passes, a bunch of kicks out of bounds. We haven't seen that as much. They've been able to pass it amongst themselves, find some holes in the Tufts defense, and been able to get it upfield like they're doing right now.
Here's a little chance for the Ephs. Chasing is Shay Rashoff, unable to get there, and it looks like it'll be a Jumbo's goal. She definitely had some good contributions in the first half, and interestingly here for Maddie Perro, a lot of trust being put in her by Martha Whitting to play such an important role for the Jumbos.
Right now, and because it's, okay, this player needs X amount of minutes left in the game. You need to be more conservative about that. We saw Emma Lynch, who will definitely get more appearances in this game, but we saw that Williams take her out. It's all about the mental. It's all about the fatigue game right now for both these coaches.
I believe that's going to be a Tufts corner. A nice press there by Talia Greenberg, wouldn't you say?
She has been fantastic. She's been one of the best Tufts players, and it appears that the coach.
And that's going to come back, and a cross in by Amir, looking for a head. Chelsea Taylor bobbled it for a second, hangs on. Claire Wilkinson tried to stick a foot in there to no avail, and Chelsea Taylor can
Chelsea Taylor make her a little uncomfortable, which is all you need to do.
Right, let her know you're there. Everyone know that she's there, and if they mess up, she's going to take it, and she's going to have a good shot at scoring goal.
Yeah, she's just been a thorn in their side the entire game since she's been in. And you know what's interesting is Abby Adler actually had a very solid first half before she was subbed out. And we were actually saying, how is Claire Wilkinson going to fill that void with Abby Adler out? She has done it with flying colors.
100%, 100%. The pace from Wilkinson's been very impressive. She's got a lot of speed and is putting a lot of pressure on the defense with it. This ball, it's muddled, but the Ephs are going to come away with it. Nice pass out wide by Nordhoff, and Gervin going forward. Here comes Gervin. A lot of space, playing out wide to Rashoff. Rashoff into the middle. Nordhoff looking to shoot. Kylie Metcalf with a clear, but it's not all the way out, and it's going to be controlled by Leno. Ephs still on the ball. Nice pass there to Caps. Here comes Caps trying to make something happen. Unable to do so. Eisenhart with a play out. Here's Liz Reed. Liz Reed looking dangerous on the counter to Wilkinson. Wilkinson tried a bit of an aggressive play. If it worked off and she could have got the speed on it, Talia Greenberg may have had a good luck, but it was a very difficult pass to complete. And now the ball is back to the Jumbos in their own end.
Yeah, it was a great attempt there from Wilkinson on a counterattack. But we've seen Williams with more consistent pressure. They've been settling for outside shots. We've seen Rashoff do it twice. We just saw Nordhoff do it, not get a lot on the ball. If they're going to get by Haley Bernstein, they're not going to be able to do it on those shots outside the box. They're going to need to be able to work the ball around and maybe send a player through to the middle, get them with a through ball, and have a shot on target. These long shots are not going to do it for Williams. And we're going to see, I guess we will see, if they're going to keep going with those and try and get lucky, or they're going to try and play more as a team inside the box.
Yeah, I think that's spot-on analysis, Brandon. I think it's definitely going to be very interesting to watch how these two teams develop and continue to mold themselves. Again, kind of crazy to think that this is just the first game of a long season.
It is, and it's incredibly encouraging, at least from a tough standpoint. You see the depth that this team has. You see the ability to roll out 18 or 19 girls for 11 spots, or excuse me, 10 spots with Bernstein in at net. But you see the confidence that Martha Whiting will have in her team going forward, and it really is a great sign for the entire season, not just this game.
Look at that nice pass out wide by Liz Reed, able to keep it in bounds. And Amir, savvy defending there. I believe that's Belknap, and it is. Good defending by Tess Belknap for the Ephs. You saw Margot Amir tried to cut it back inside. It was a great idea. Tess Belknap just got a foot on there and kept it out of bounds. And it's looking like maybe an Ephs free kick here, isn't it?
I believe so. A foul on Tufts. Margot Amir had one of the more impactful first halves of any player.
Maybe not. Maybe a Jumbo's free kick.
Wow.
I think it is.
It is.
So 2 players over the ball. It's Stephanie DeLeo, and I think that's Greenberg with her, isn't it? Talia Greenberg and Stephanie DeLeo over the ball.
Yes, it is.
Drawing something up.
We'll see what tactic they have for this free kick. Look for a cross into the middle. See the players getting a running start for it.
Here's Margot Amir. Margot Amir with a rip. Right at Chelsea Taylor. A nice line drive. A hard shot, but right at the keeper.
It was a very impressive power strike from that far outside. We've seen the players who have done that this game have missed the net, or it's been a little bit of a wobbly shot. That one went straight for the net. A little line drive, maybe hoping for a lucky bounce to get by. All the while, though, a great play there.
Look
and
at
a good
this.
shot.
If Margot Amir can save it, it could be an opportunity. And shoo, she nearly had it, didn't she?
She really did. Going back to what I was saying, Margot Amir, one of the most impressive performances in the first half, just based on the fact that she's been able to be all over the pitch. We saw her getting back on defense. We saw her right up in the attacks. She's been able to put pressure both on Williams' offensive front and alleviate the pressure on Tufts' defense. Very impressive thus far from Margot Amir.
Hannah Eisenhart loses the ball for a second. Now she's pressing on defense. Callie Scala with it. Scala looking to complete a pass, and that one's in the bushes. But it'll be a jumbo throw right here. I think we've seen, Brandon, that Margot Amir also has a really strong shot. She's willing to take an opportunity even if it comes from outside of the box, and I think that's a wise decision. Could put some pressure on Taylor and the Jumbos are on the ball, and now it's sent back to the East, back to Taylor. Taylor looking to play out wide. Ooh, just over the foot of Liz Reed, but Hannah Eisenhart steps to it. Eisenhart with the ball on her feet, turns back. A near goal there for Talia Greenberg. Would have been a great one, wouldn't it?
Would have been a fantastic one, and that all started with the poor pass from Chelsea Taylor. She passed it in a very dangerous zone. Liz Reed almost got a foot on it, and instead went back and went to the foot of Hannah Eisenhart. But a great job by Tufts passing around, finding the open player, and Talia Greenberg with another very good play, nearly putting the Jumbos up 2-0.
Liz Reed with the ball on her feet. Look at that footwork. Great move. And a pass out wide. Beautifully done by Liz Reed. Margot Amir now on it. Margot Amir cuts in. A slide tackle by Williams defender and Belknap. Beautifully done. Talia Greenberg now possessed up. And nicely played there by Shea Rashoff. And she's going forward. Still on the ball. Shea Rashoff will not place back. And Harnett now back on the ball. Harnett looking to see what she can do. Finds Nordoff. Nordoff looking forward to Caps. Caps trying to play a through ball. There's room for Rashoff. This is a great opportunity.
Getting it all throughout this game.
First appearance, a true freshman, checking in for the toss. So she had to get a little advisory on where. Exciting moment for Kushner for sure. Kylie Metcalf controls it back on the back line and plays a long ball up. Unable to connect though. Played by the Ephs. Nordoff on it and cleared out by Scala. Back into the Williams zone, and it will trickle out of bounds there. Watched by Gervin. Ephs, again, passing along the back line. Now it's controlled by Tufts. A chance to go forward and cleared out, but a deflection. Now on the ball is Talia Greenberg. Greenberg, savvy pass there. Stephanie DeLeo in with it. And Williams defender gets stuck in. Makes a nice play. Nordoff now. Nordoff looking to go forward. But there's certainly some shin guards. Shea Rashoff tried to play the ball. Got upended by Callie Scala, and it'll be a free kick for the Ephs.
It looked a little clean from
shin guards, so I don't really know what to expect. Here's Wilkinson again on the ball, trying to beat the woman. And it's a Jumbo's ball. Talia Greenberg again making defenders head spin with her footwork. And Jacqueline Nordoff laying it off for Gervin. Gervin on the touchline, just saves it. She's going to play it back. Controlled for the Ephs by Chapman. Chapman swings it wide. And it's going to go all the way to Thodile. Thodile looking unable to come up with it. And ooh, a little opportunity here possibly for Wilkinson. Nice. Really savvy defending there. I don't know if you saw that, Brandon, by Siminovic. She faked the pass back to Taylor before turning upfield very nicely.
She did, and Siminovic have been very impressive so far, not only in this game but the season. As you mentioned earlier, the lone goal on the year for the Williams Ephs.
Kushner is going to come on for Scala here for her first minutes as a Jumbo.
Scala, the senior, will no doubt see more action in this game, but getting a little rest.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, I don't think she's come off the field yet. So
I don't believe she has
much
either.
needed rest.
Yes.
She's been very active.
She's
It's going to be a Jumbo throw on the left side.
She's formed quite the duo back there with Lily Sykes.
Wilkinson looking to play forward, a little miscommunication. I think she was trying to find Greenberg there. Not quite able to do so, and Chelsea Taylor collects.
Did not mean to leave out Kylie Metcalf as well on the defensive side. She's played the entire game and has been very, very good in the left back role.
Metcalf, Wilson, they've all been Sykes, all very solid so far. Again, this Tufts Jumbo's defensive line, can't say it enough. It feels like balls are going to go through, and they're just able to get it out.
Right.
It's wildly impressive.
You're able to see why this team had almost half of their games end in a shutout for the Jumbos, including 4 out of 10 games against NESCAC opponents. Very impressive, and it's trending with only 15 minutes left here. Hopefully I don't jinx this one, but it's trending like another shutout possibly for Haley Bernstein and this Tufts Jumbos
Milena
squad.
McDevitt and Abby Adler coming into this game. I believe it's McDevitt's first, or I think she came in for a couple minutes in the first half, but Abby Adler back in. Claire Wilkinson with another much-needed rest. Wilkinson came in with roughly 20 to go in the first half, has been all over the place ever since. Now comes off with 15 minutes to go in the game. And a dangerous touch there by Perro. Nearly had it through, unable to get it through, and this is going to be played all the way up the left flank by the Williams defender, Tukey Wilson. Whoo, look at that. Nice shield by Tukey.
Also see, as that play was developing, she was able to motion to Kushner, hey, I got this.
Yes.
I got
this.
Stay out of the
Senior
play.
leadership move there,
Yes.
wasn't it? Tukey Wilson is a senior. Playing like it today for sure.
The leadership and the control that she has had really resembles that of a senior.
You know, Brandon, we mentioned at the beginning that this is a team that hasn't seen game action together in 2 years. And I would say that the amount of communication and the solidness of their play, you would never know it. It's been really fun to watch, really solid on both sides, but particularly with the Jumbos, it's been wildly impressive.
Yes, you would expect this team, the team that we're seeing today, to be in midseason form. But instead, this is the first game with a lot of new players playing together, incredibly impressive, and it just is a testament to how good of a job Martha Whiting and this entire coaching staff has done with this team.
Jacqueline Nordoff with a nice pass out wide to Thodyrel. Jacqueline Nordoff, by the way, has impressed me greatly for the Ephs. That's a handball. I thought so, but the refs are saying play on, I believe. Hannah Eisenhart with it on the right flank. Plays up. Going to be stopped there by Chapman. Chapman looking forward. And the Jumbos collected. Sent back by Perro. Nice savvy play. Haley Bernstein hadn't touched the ball in a few minutes. Gets it there. Is Aaron Duncan coming in and letting Hannah Eisenhart get a little bit rest. We saw this exact same move, I believe, in the first half in a similar time.
Klein controlled the game for her, taking a lot of the pressure off her.
It's going to be an East throw-in deep in Tufts zone. And that'll go for a goal kick. Really solid defending as we're now seeing Blakely Buckingham come back into the game for Williams. You know, Brandon, we were mentioning Blakely earlier. Great play in the midfield, controlling the game in a lot of plays, getting heads on the ball. Very impressive. True freshman, too. And she's had a big impact on this game when she's been in. Takes out Tori Huang there, who also was playing great soccer.
Yeah, it's great to see Buckingham back in the game. She had a big impact, as we were saying, with her height, being able to create space, both because of headers and because of her ability to just make the right passes. Some players, especially as freshmen, some players just come in and are able to know what they're doing in the game.
Here's an opportunity for Melina McDevitt. Melina McDevitt plays back. Abby Adler tried to get a little touch, was unable to do so. By the way, Huang,
it's really paid off for Coach Sarah Raymond, despite the lack of goals thus far.
It's in shot. A lot of them to see. No beats lost. The team clearly both sides.
You can see the communication and the teamwork from both sides of the sophomores. You can see that it's not similar to the freshmen.
Out of had a season, we're able to practice,
yes.
Which clearly has gone a long way. The East control it in the Jumbo's end. 10.5 to go now, so time is ticking down. A nice touch down the touchline. Jacqueline Nordoff looking to play. Intercepted for the Jumbos by Jordan Kushner. Nice play there. And played down.
Crucial time for Williams. It's now or never for them to get the ball in deep on Bernstein.
Well defended there by the Jumbos, and it's going to be a Haley Bernstein goal kick.
Jumbo's defense has been in today's game.
It's been truly remarkable. This one is cleared up, and Melina McDevitt, savvy pass there, looking for Abby Adler. So Dial, what a clear there out of bounds. Abby Adler was running forward with a full head of steam after a great pass from Melina McDevitt, the two offensive super subs, and it's a Tufts throw. Margot Amir with a pass back in. Abby Adler looking for some room, and that's going to be a Ephs goal kick. 9 minutes to go in this one. Jumbo's maintaining a 1-0 lead on the goal from Liz Reed. Again, you know, that was, I would say that was the best play of the game. Not just because it resulted in the lone tally, but just a really great putting together of what the Jumbos have been trying to do before and since, of starting it out wide and playing into the middle, connecting with a few passes, and just a beautiful Liz Reed finish.
And you know, that play was kind of a microcosm for how this game is going as a whole. Tufts is being more aggressive. They've chased for the loose balls more than the Williams side has. They've been able to get into positions to put shots on net and have been able to get pressure on the goalkeeper, Chelsea Taylor. That play really resembled how this game has unfolded as a whole.
Jacqueline Nordoff looking to play. She's got it on the touchline. And here is Liz Reed coming back into the game with Claire Wilkinson. So the Jumbos are getting, both these women have had. Rather, she's got a defender to beat. Now a second one. Here she goes, looking to use her pace. Nice job by Abby Adler. You know, that is expertly done. Waiting for other attackers to come. Melina McDevitt tries to play a through ball. Hold up the ball. Wait for other attackers to come.
Remember, Williams right now is not only playing Tufts, they're playing the clock. When you can drain even 10 seconds from holding the ball and waiting for a pass, when you can shield off the two defenders and waste those every precious. You wouldn't expect her to be
Williams throw here.
You wouldn't expect her to be in her first career college game.
Yes.
She makes way right now for Claire Wilkinson.
So Claire Wilkinson and Liz Reed back up top for the Jumbos. Just over 6 to go in this one. It's been a great game. We saw a lot of Kylie Metcalf throws in the first half. We've seen a number of throws by various Jumbos right backs, namely Callie Scala in this half. Now Jordan Kushner taking over. Claire Wilkinson with a head. Looking to connect with Aaron Duncan. Aaron Duncan got a hand on it, an accidental hand. Tried to play it off. You know, wasn't too subtle.
You know, interesting that the Tufts team has left the true freshman Jordan Kushner in at right back, even with the success that Hannah Eisenhart has had in the game. We'll see if they make a move in the last 5 minutes, but we're getting into crunch.
Of trust being put in the young players by Coach Whitting. You know, Aaron Duncan, a sophomore, Jordan Kushner, a freshman, very early in their careers, being trusted in a big moment of a game between two ranked opponents.
Yes.
Kushner coming up for another throw here. Tukey Wilson with great communication there with Kushner, who is able to step in and help out. Ball played in the air. Tukey Wilson getting a little physical. No foul called. And Liz Reed has it on her feet, loses it. Here comes Nordoff. Nordoff looking out wide. This is going to be played by Tooten. Tooten going down the left flank, looking to create something from the wing. And off the shin of Kushner. Good solid defending there. And it's going to be an East corner.
Kushner was able to stay down. She's able to stay with the Williams attacker the entire play. Emma Lynch now coming back into the game.
We mentioned her physicality before.
Yes, yes.
Interesting move, though, with Blakely Buckingham coming off the field. You'd think that maybe the size would be helpful in such a big spot with this corner, but I guess the Ephs don't think so, as here's an opportunity over the bar. I believe that was Victoria Leno. Victoria Leno had a touch at the top, unable to convert. Victoria Leno, the senior from Zurich.
And I don't think Victoria Leno has had the impact that she would have wanted to thus far in the game. But also something to keep in mind, Noah, in Williams' opening game, they ceded a goal, the tying goal, in the 89th minute with a minute and a half to go. So this game is still not over. It's still got 3.5 minutes left. For
nice head out
Williams
there by
goal.
Tukey Wilson. And Liz Reed tries to play out wide. Margot Amir couldn't quite keep it in play. Thodile with the toss. The Ephs all pressure forward right now. Tukey Wilson with a heck of a clear. Claire Wilkinson providing pressure up top. As we mentioned, especially in this late state of the game, she just has to keep applying that pressure, not let the Williams defenders have clean plays, and she's doing just that. Aaron Duncan now contesting. Aaron Duncan getting stuck in. A little back heel attempt from Maddie Perro, unable to complete it. And a lot of pressure there. Tukey Wilson with the head. Stephanie DeLeo, nice play. Liz Reed now on it, just out of her width, but then she wins it back. Reed, looking methodical, tried to play it through to Wilkinson, unable to connect. Tukey Wilson, nice body.
An even better pass right there.
Right. Here comes Maddie Perro with room going forward, playing out wide. Here's Liz Reed looking to make something happen from the right wing onto her left foot. She loses it, gets it back. Maddie Perro now in the right wing, taking all the time they'll give her. Tried to go with a little nutmeg, unable. Liz Reed, big cross in, nobody home. 2 minutes to go. The Ephs definitely feel a sense of urgency, don't they, Brandon?
Yes, they do. You can sense it not only from the players on the field urging everyone to go forward, but also the bench letting the players know, you guys got to do something right now.
Certainly true. Certainly true. As Tukey Wilson, that steady back line. It's interesting. We mentioned earlier that Lily Sykes came off the field and Maddie Perro came into that spot, an important CDM position that Lily Sykes was playing. She's played great. The defense has held up so far. They'll have to do so for another minute 20 if they want to hold on and take this opening season, the season opening win.
Yes, both Perro and Amir.
Jordan Kushner with a nice head out.
Both Perro and Amir have done a nice job filling in for the defending spots.
There is Margot Amir, as you mentioned her. Claire Wilkinson now with the ball. Gets a little fancy to Margot Amir.
If you're Claire Wilkinson right there, you got to hold on to the ball for a little bit longer. Try and waste a little more time there.
Right. Tough spot with her back to the defenders. I think she may have thought she had a little bit less time than she did. Thodile controls for Williams. 40 seconds to go. And that's going to be booted into the end. Liz Reed, she's a veteran in this spot. She knows to eat some clock if she can. It's going to be played out wide by to Gervin. Gervin looking up. Aaron Duncan over her head. Kushner to us. 25 seconds to go. Gervin senses the urgency with a long toss up. Nordoff with it for the Ephs. 17 seconds. The Ephs really pressing. And that's going to be a jumbo throw, and that may do it. You hear a large burst from the jumbo bench. Taking their time, Jordan Kushner throws it up. Shutout, 1-0 win over the Williams Ephs, and that's a heck of a way to start the season, isn't it, Brandon?
It absolutely is. And you know what? A little bit of revenge there, but also earlier on in the season. So coming into the game, 2 straight 2-1 losses at the hands of Williams. Now they come back, win the season opener, start the season on the right foot, and we'll see if they can continue that stretch.
0. This is Brandon Browse, alongside myself, Noah Goldstein. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you again soon.